Welcome back. So strategy number 1 for encouraging speech was pretty straightforward and hopefully easy to implement. Strategy number 2 for encouraging speech in your child requires another change, which is to comment instead of asking questions. What does that mean? Take a look at this.
Oh wow, are we playing? That's so cool! Hey, what animal is this? Can you tell me? What animal is this? Oh, what animal? What color? What color? Oh, how about the blocks? Let's count the blocks, okay? 1, 2. Can you count? Count? Let's count.
How many of us adults are guilty of this? When we meet a young child and get so eager to start a conversation that we end up asking tons of questions, not realizing how overwhelming they are. Now remember when we spoke about operant conditioning in the first unit. Basically, that consequences have an impact on future behavior. When we ask a question and the child does not answer the question, this is technically an incorrect response. The next step is to give the child a consequence, such as no, try again, then giving them the correct answer to say. But instead of giving a consequence, we may end up just scrolling through a number of other questions, which firstly, doesn't help the child know whether what he is doing or not doing is right or wrong. Secondly, it confuses the child as to what the correct answer is. And lastly, overwhelms with an endless flurry of questions, leading them to feel unsuccessful. So when playing or working with your child, avoid asking them too many questions. Focus instead on commenting on what they are doing and labeling the items they are playing with. By doing so, they learn the names of objects and things much faster. They also feel much less pressure without so much verbal demand from the adult. Here's an example of commenting and not asking too many questions.
Wow, look, we're playing. That's so cool. Wow, tiger, zebra, white and black zebra. Tiger and zebra, they're running. Running.
Another good tip for how much to comment is to follow the 1-up rule. Start at the average number of words your child speaks, then add 1 more word. This means if your child does not have any words, speak in 1 word only. Ball, giraffe, orange. But if your child has single words, limit your speech with them to 2 to 3 words. Red ball, blue ball, lion is sleeping. If your child speaks at 2 to 3 word phrases, you could then use 3 to 4 word phrases back at them, plus 1 extra word here and there. Have a look at some of these videos and see if you can spot the 1-up rule.
Puzzle. Puzzle. Good. There you go.
Pop quiz. In scenario 1, what stage was the adult speaking at? A. Single words. B. 2 to 3 word phrases. C. Long phrases. Or D. Paragraphs. Yes, as you can see, the adult spoke in single words. Based on that, what stage of speech do you think the child is at now? A. Learning to cooperate. B. Learning to pay attention. C. Speaks a few single words. Or D. Speaking in phrases. That's correct. The child is at a few single word stage. The adult is trying to encourage more single words. If the child knew several single words, they might be ready for 2 to 3 word phrases instead.
We have to try to put ourselves in our child's shoes. Hearing a lot of complex language, although it may make sense to us, is more like a foreign language to our child. Picture this. Imagine going to a foreign country for the first time and not knowing a single word of the language. If a native speaker of the language comes up to you and starts asking a stream of questions, you would be so confused.
嘿，叫什么名字？我名叫李建凯。哇，你头发蛮长的嘞，这边怎么这样长的嘞？你是做芭蕾舞，是跳芭蕾舞的是不是？肯定是做芭蕾舞，是不是？一定是做芭蕾舞的啊！哎，现在在哪里做工啊？
But if that same person came to you, pointed at something, and commented one word, you might get the idea that, hey, maybe that word he said is the name for that thing.
球。
球
Speaking in short phrases applies at all times, including when giving instructions, commenting on what they're doing, or labeling something around them. If you meet your child where they are at, it will be much easier for them to pick up the extra word you'd like them to add on to their speech. They are also much more likely to understand you because there are fewer words for them to distinguish from what they just heard. To make it really simple for you, here are some common comments and phrases that you could use as part of your daily routine with your child.
Good morning to you. Good morning to
You.
Good morning, good morning, good morning to
You.
you. Great job, buddy. Much better. All right. This is a biscuit, and biscuit is
Biscuit is yummy.
yummy. Great job. One more time. Biscuit is
Biscuit is yummy.
yummy. Great job. Door. Let's go inside and close door. It's our circle time. So first, you're gonna say hi.
Hi, Joshua.
Good job. And now we're gonna have our
Playtime.
playtime. We're gonna play a little food play for a little bit. We'll play it all done. We're gonna clean up now, okay? Alright, clean up, clean up. Everybody, everywhere. Clean up, clean up.
So that's strategy number 2 on the basis of encouraging speech. Comment, not ask questions, and use the one-up rule. Now it's your turn. Number 1, check. What level is your child at now? Can they only speak a few single words, several single words, or phrases? Number 2, once you know, start commenting, not asking questions, using the one-up rule. In the next lesson, we will talk about strategy number 3, phrase completion. This is basically using common phrases for your child to complete in a fun way to encourage more speech in a natural way. We'll see you soon.